Good morning, faculty, staff, and students. We're going to go over the alpha and beta incentives for the first quarter. An alpha student is a student who makes straight A's. So an alpha student is a student who has all A's in all academic and exploratory classes. And a beta student is a student who makes all A's and B's in their academics and exploratory classes. And we do have student incentives for our alpha and beta students. And of course, the goal is for all students to be on the AB honor roll every quarter. So students who have AB honor roll, including exploratory classes after each quarter, okay? And the incentives include photo ID with lanyard, the free acceleration period in the gym. You're going to be dismissed first to the canteen and outside. Skipping 2 exploratory classes. The exploratory teacher must give permission. 2 free snacks at the canteen. You're going to have a movie in the auditorium during school, and recognition at our awards assembly. And these are students, again, who are on the AB honor roll, students who make all A's or all ABs after the first 9 weeks. How you're going to get there, students, is you're going to do a student reflection on your grades, also known as Lions Log. Okay, you're going to start Lions Log this Friday after you get your interims on Thursday. And Lions Log takes place during first period. Teachers have a schedule for technology for Friday and Monday. Ms. Saunders is going to send that out to the teachers. It's going to occur after every interim, which is every 4.5 weeks, and after every report card after every 9 weeks. All students are going to log into their PowerSchool and reflect on grades, test scores. Students are going to log through PowerSchool Parent Portal under Digital Resources on the Aiken County home webpage. PowerSchool student logins were placed on the first page in their agenda. All students and all first period teachers should have received their PowerSchool student ID, username, and password. Students are going to fill out the Lions Log on page 4 in the student agenda to develop strategies and reflect on grades. And of course, we want Lions Log to help progress monitor student performance throughout the interims and the quarter grades. Procedures for Lions Log. Okay, teachers, you're going to secure that technology from Ms. Saunders Friday and Monday. She sent out that email to you. Students are going to log into PowerSchool to analyze and reflect on grades. You're going to use your PowerSchool username and password in your agenda, the first page. Number 3, students are going to fill out the Lions Log for each subject. NHI means not handed in. You're going to make sure your binder's organized. You're going to make sure your book bags are organized, no loose papers, and looking at your grade reflection sheets. And then once page 4 is completed in the agenda, students are going to reflect on their fall RI and MI test scores on page 11 in the agenda. And any issues or concerns, please email the administrative team, teachers. This is what the Lions Log looks like on page 4 in the agenda. Students are going to write their current grades for all classes. They're going to put down what missing assignments to do, any not handed ins or any redo assignments, why their grades are the way they are. They're going to reflect on that. And then they're going to answer questions about how did they rate themselves in science class? Do they pay attention? How's their effort on homework, their effort on the test, class participation, and their behavior? All students will reflect on this. And students, there's no right or wrong answer. This is to help you out so we can improve your performance in the classroom. You're going to do it for each academic class. You're going to circle how you're using your agenda on a daily basis. Is your binder organized? And what do you need help with, students? Please circle all that apply. Data reflection sheet. This is on page 11 in the student agenda. Students, make sure you have your fall RI score filled out and your fall MI score filled out for progress monitoring your college and career ready performance. This is your grade level RI score, students. So if you're a 6th grader, if you scored below reading and 729, you're not meeting expectations. If you scored 730 to 924 on your RI, you're approaching expectations. If you scored 925 to 1070, you are meeting expectations. That's what we want all students to be, meeting and exceeding. And if you scored 1071 to 1700 6th graders, you are exceeding expectations on your RI. Same thing with 7th. Here's the numbers for 7th. You can look and see where you scored 7th graders to see if you're meeting and exceeding expectations. And then our eighth graders, if you're BR between that below reading and 789, you're not meeting expectations. And here's the Lexile ranges for meeting and exceeding. This is where we want all of our eighth graders as well to fall in these categories. Here's your MI scores. This is your math scores, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. So for example, for 7th graders, if you're EM 400, that means an early mathematician. That's kindergarten to 770. You're not meeting expectations. If you're 775 to 945, you're approaching. And if you're 950 to 1175, you're meeting expectations. And 1180 to 1325, you're exceeding expectations for 7th grade. That's where we want all of our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders to be in these two columns, meeting and exceeding expectations so that you are college and career ready. And that's how we're going to progress monitor your grade, students. Make sure that you're filling out your Lions log, making sure that you're seeing what your grades are now, because you have 4.5 weeks to improve your grades and your performance. Not only to get an alpha or a beta award, but to also pass your classes so you don't have to go to summer school, pay $140. And if you fail more than 2 academic classes, 6th, 7th, or 8th graders, you may be retained and have to repeat the grade level over again. So that should give you some motivation to do well both in and out of the classroom. We're off to a good start. Keep it going. If you have any questions or concerns or need help with any of your academic classes, please conference with your teacher, talk to your guidance counselor, or see myself or your grade level assistant principal. Thank you, faculty, staff, and students. Hope everyone has a great day. And let's work on those grades and get those grades up. And let's ensure that we're turning work in on time, you're paying attention in class, and you're doing what needs to be done to get the grade that you well deserve. Thank you.